chant. Cause the 60s style it time to come back. Draw for your bell bottom, black heel and frock. Boom shakalak, rude boy. You tell them no, sir.
Yes, respect. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. About time, yeah, we linked up.
It's about time we linked up. And you know what I love about you, bro? The fact that you just, you know, you represent where you come from. You're about bringing people together. Your energy is always about love, and this is what I get from you. That's the Apache Indian I know. If I was to explain Apache, it's this energy, love, positive vibrations.
I'm glad you get that vibe. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a Birmingham thing because we kind of grew up back in the day, and there was a big sense of community. You couldn't even walk past anyone without nodding your head. You know what I mean? So that sense of community, I try to now teach the kids and tell people around the world and try to capture it in songs. But it's very, very important to that community, people working together, the aura, the energy that you give off to inspire people to be inspired as well. But yeah, we're trying to push that to the music. But it's a hands-up Birmingham thing, man. I love it.
So, you know, you came out at a time, this is the 90s, 80s.
90s, yeah.
It was 90s, the early 90s, 92.
First record came out in 89, but 92 when I started my career,
The Boom Shakalak.
Wine your body, wiggle your belly.
Up to this day, it's still a serious tune. It's catchy. It gets the party moving. It's a worldwide anthem, and probably the biggest song of reggae that's come from this city, to be fair.
Yeah, and it's produced by someone from Birmingham.
Really?
Wooligan.
For real?
Wooligan, the original man from the sound system days that used to help me on the mic, you know what I mean? So big respect, Wooligan, and you know what I mean? Everyone knows Wooly.
How did it feel coming from, at that time, coming out with that?
It was amazing. It was amazing, to tell you the truth. I had a few hits in the charts, arranged.
Because you've been walking around Perry Bar as a big star. You've been one-stop shopping, so people say, Apache did it. Apache, where? And there'll be hordes of people like looking for you. Oh, it was crazy time, man.
It's great. I mean, it was great.
You've always come back in.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great to have chart hits, but it was Boom Shakalak. It was a different world. You know what I mean? When something goes in the top 5 in the country and around the world is #1 in Brazil. It's been on 125 TV commercials.
Yeah, and you got the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack.
Dumb and Dumber 1
and 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2. Scooby Doo 2. It keeps going on.
Yeah.
Which is great because it just shows that it wasn't a song just for that time. People are still enjoying it 20 years later.
Yeah.
It's bought me over probably £1 million, that song.
Wow. And you know what? The great thing about, you know what I like about that video? It brings me back to the time when I used to wear click suits.
Oh, there you go.
I love the clothes. You know, you could bring that back, you know.
Yeah, no, we might have to do a click suit party.
You should do a click suit party.
That's what I get. A little J.A.S. Can't let you go to waste. For Mariana. You know me just can't leave you alone.
Hot album.
Yeah, it's a hot album.
You got a hot album. Yeah. Tell us about it, man, and the process of making the album and what kind of vibe it is. And you're celebrating 25 years of being on Island Records, same label that Bob Marley was on.
There you go.
Your icon, one of your icons as a kid growing up.
So I've released many albums over the years. This is a very, very special album. It celebrates 25 years of being signed to Ireland. I've been signed to Ireland in 1992.
Crazy,
So Bob Marley's label, sent me straight to Jamaica to work with the Bob Marley team and everything. So a great inspiration. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to reggae music. Thank you to the whole of the industry. And I wanted to do an album which was just reggae.
Yeah.
So I worked in America with some of the biggest producers in the world. One producer called Jim Beans. He did the soundtrack to Empire, which went straight in #1. But he's worked with Shakira, Justin Timberlake, Timbaland, all the biggest art. And he's a friend of mine. So I wrote some songs with him, probably about 20 songs we wrote. And we just released 10 songs on an album. It's called In JA, simply called In Jamaica. And it doesn't feature any artists. It's a very solo album. There's a video out right now called Mariana. There's another song on the album called Save the World. Look out for that serious song, serious video. It just got released in India, but we started it off in Jamaica. So it's all over the world, so look out for it. In JA, celebrating 25 years. And I'm 50 this year. Yeah?
Oh,
so we're celebrating that too.
You're looking good for 50,
right, there
bro.
you go.
You're looking good. I'll probably like you when I'm 50.
So 50 years
I'm
old.
not far from there though.
Yeah, 50 is all about what you've done in your life, really, more than your age. You know, I mean,
Definitely.
we've done a lot of things over the world, here and around the world. But it's nice to just bring it back home.
Right.
You know, people understand that, you know, I love reggae from an early age and my roots are from India.
Yeah.
I'm from Handsworth, Birmingham. I went to the same school as Steel Pulse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Musical Youth are from here, UB40 are from here. So we have a name around the world for doing reggae music. And I wasn't just a 16-year-old, 14-year-old kid that likes reggae music. I traced my life back earlier. I was born on Holly Road in Handsworth.
Right.
My parents went to work every day in a factory, whatever, and I was dropped off with the lady next door. The lady next door, Miss Codrington, and you would know this lady, a lot of people in Handsworth, she was my nanny for the first 5 years, and she was a Jamaican lady.
Wow.
So for the first 5 years, I used to go there, obviously, for 12 hours a day. So look at the early influence of language and culture, and, you know, understanding music and sound and all these things, which I probably didn't even realise in the first 5 years of your life, to then be able to be doing reggae and representing around the world. So I owe a lot to Handsworth and Birmingham. Very proud of my own culture, you know, the Indian language, the sound which I put into this music. So almost representing kind of a new movement of diversity. That's why I still represent diversity today, because the music represents that. It represents people from a collective of different, you know, people have come from all over the world in Birmingham. And what I'm doing, I'm not trying to keep things separate. I'm celebrating it. I'm celebrating all that culture through music, and then spread it around the world. So if you like that music, it comes from Handsworth, it comes from Birmingham, and you know, I've sold 11 million albums now around the world. I've done shows from Japan to, you know, California, and people are liking that sound. People are liking the sound of Steel Pulse. People like the sound of UB40 or Musical Youth. So come on, young people, we have a legacy in Birmingham. So I want to see more artists come. So we have a responsibility to help those artists.
Of course.
So you've got young people who are very, very talented. Who's helping them? Where's the record labels? Now I've got a studio, they can come in free, they can record their songs, we can help them, we can advise them, we can make video shoots for them. Everyone's getting ripped off or getting misadvised, or you know, you're in the music business yourself. So if we're a city known for music, not just reggae and Bhangra, and for rock and all these sounds, you know what I mean? We need real help for the young people to continue that legacy around the world. Give them a chance. And I don't really see much of that happening. You know
neither do I. And this, it's fantastic that you've actually seen what's going on and doing something about it, taking it on your head and being successful with it.
Yeah, I mean,
fantastic.
We can only kind of share our experiences, and you know, I've been inspired a lot in my life. Let's try to inspire the young people. Let's try to meet them halfway with some of the issues that they have. You know, times are different now than from our time. So if we don't step in and try to help them, that gap will widen. You know what I mean? Like,
so would you definitely say that that is like a responsibility at the moment to like teach these young ones, because we kind of,
I think so.
I would say they've kind of lost that vibe of
I think so.
community and saying hello to people. People don't even know who they are anymore, and they're just
I mean, back in the days, the communities were, you know, very, very tight. Your families were closer in the area as well. You all went to the same school. Your brother, your sister, your cousin, whatever, and there was, you know, a lot more sense of helping each other, of course, in projects, in local projects, and after school things going on. We've lost some of that, you know what I mean? I don't put it just down to the young people. I think, you know, the media's changed, a lot of the world has changed, money is tight, where everyone's, you know, just every man for himself kind of, and every man can't do things himself, you know what I mean? And it's hard, I don't like it. I'm trying to build that sense of community back, because it helps in the community. Because when people are working together, when you see each other, you want to help each other. Otherwise, there's a tension. There's something. You know, it's a different. It comes from a different place. I don't understand him. And these kind of barriers we try to break down.
Of course.
So for the people that don't know, a few years ago, very, very busy with my music still, and my, you know, doing my stuff. But I thought, you know, when people talk about giving back to the community, what does that mean? Do you just give people money? Do you? So I had an idea. I thought, you know, I'm busy like everybody else, but let me just take out one day out of my week to see if I can help my community. And I took out one day, which was a Wednesday, and the thinking behind that was I could still, you know, fly out on a Thursday, do a show somewhere, and come back for the next Wednesday. So, and I did that, and I went into college. I went to the college where I was born in Handsworth, Soho Road. There's a college they used to call Handsworth Tech College. Now it's called South City. I went in there and gave my idea. I said, listen, I want a room, not bigger than this size, just want a room, an empty room, give me some space, and let me try a thing with the kids. No money from you, no money from me, just an idea, just to get in there. And because remember, we have to use the facilities that we have around us as well, you know what I mean? So they gave me a room, South City College, big respect to them, you know what I mean? And they said, try a thing, and I set up a little pool table and got my own studio from home, and 6 people walked in. And we started helping them, not just with music, but with life skills and telling them about Handsworth and giving them a bit of money. And everyone's excited, Apache's in. And
cool.
So whatever it brings them through that door, whether they're from the college or whether they're from the neighbourhood, coming. 3 years later, I've got 250 kids.
Wow.
We've helped them with jobs. People are actually working now because of the references that we've got from. We've helped them with music, we've recorded songs, we've helped them with courses, livestock.
And that is what you call giving back.
And all free. The college do it free, I do it free, I self-funded it.
Yeah.
And now, the college gave me a bigger space, which is the old fire station in Handsworth.
Oh.
On Stafford Road, 3 floors high.
Wow.
I've got a studio downstairs. And we just do lots of events and get into the community and teach them how important it is where we live. I'm passionate about Handsworth. And a lot of people you have to understand now from the community, they come from different parts of the world, of Europe, and different languages and all that. I remember my parents coming in with a different language. How do you fit in? How do you make your mark? Now we have people, different languages, different cultures, different religions, and that can cause a tension. How do you bring people together? Music is great. Music is wonderful. You can have 5 people in the same room who can't speak the same language, but they can make a music together. What that does is when they're out there in the community and they see each other, they're friends. They're hailing each other up. You're getting used to that girl from Lithuania or that guy from Kosovo, wherever it may be. So that helps our community. I work with the police. I work with the councillors. I work with local libraries. Anyone, Phoenix, anyone that's trying to do something good, I want to be a part of that movement.
Fantastic.
And it's a movement. It's a movement for change.
I couldn't wait, intoxicate, sativa bliss, forbidden kiss, been passed around, but me no care.